All right. So I have a list of 18 myths about America.
Okay.
And what I want us to do is to go through them and educate foreigners on why they're wrong in their beliefs that, like, for instance, it says Americans only eat fast food. Americans love their burgers and fries, but their restaurant menus also offer foods from all over the world. In nearly every major city, trendy vegan and eateries and cultural delicacies provide a wider variety of healthier alternatives.
Okay. So they're saying that we only eat fast food, and then that says that there's other stuff. I'm a little confused. Maybe right. I'm misunderstanding.
The article is 16 myths about Americans that everyone needs to stop believing.
Oh, okay. Got it. That makes sense now. So
the myth being that Americans only eat fast food, and the counterintelligence is that there are vegans.
But don't you think Americans only eat fast food?
Primarily, yes.
Why do you think that is?
Because two reasons.
Okay.
So there's two classes of people that eat fast food.
All right.
Okay. There's people that are on the go. They have kids in softball or basketball practice or junior varsity Mayo Clinic or whatever the kids are doing now. I don't know.
Yep. Junior varsity Mayo Clinic.
But so there's those people, and then there's black people. And both of those classes eat fast food.
Not quite where I thought you were going, but all right, cool.
That's always where I go. It's my default. What are you talking about?
Up until, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, my kids never really did any kind of sports or anything. Like, I mean, right. A little bit, but not that much. We were never in Mayo varsity or whatever you said.
Okay.
And we ate fast food every single day.
And what color is your wife?
I was hoping you'd forget. It's easy to, like, make these arguments because I'm white, and, like, everybody forgets that my wife is black. So it's easy to make those arguments, and I can usually get away with it. Damn it. All right.
So in reality, I think that it's maybe not now. Wasn't it always said that it was cheaper to eat fast food than it was healthy food?
Yes. That was always the argument that the fat, lazy people made. Like, I have to eat fast food. It's cheaper. I can feed my whole family for $3.
Yeah, but whatever. That's not the case anymore.
No, you go to Burger King and it's $47.
Yeah, and one head of lettuce, like a whole family can gnaw on a head of lettuce for what, $2?
for $2 for a week. You just throw it on the floor and let them go at it.
Your feral kids.
But so is there not fast food in other countries? Am I just I thought there was fast food in every country.
Yeah, but just because it's there doesn't mean that the population depends on it. Like, here, there's fast food there's like a McDonald's right across the street from a McDonald's.
Well, yeah, but I think it's like a law. They have to have a Starbucks in between. But it's because people eat at McDonald's a lot. It's not McDonald's fault. Why are you trying to blame McDonald's?
You just made my argument.
I know. Did you hear that the guy that did that fast food documentary where he ate McDonald's every day for a month,
Yeah.
He just died of cancer.
Okay.
And he was like 54 years old or whatever. So 1 month of McDonald's 30 years later, and you're going to die of cancer.
Yeah, but I thought it came out when right after that documentary came out that he was full of shit anyway. That it was all bullshit.
Oh, really? I don't remember that. What, like he didn't actually just eat McDonald's every day?
No, I just remember there being some bullshit surrounding it.
Oh.
And then he went back and tried doing it again. He made a sequel, like Super Size Me 2 or whatever. Or again, Super Size Me. I don't know.
Super Size Me again. Did you watch that movie?
Yeah.
So
the first one. The plot sucks, so I didn't watch the second.
Didn't leave it on a cliffhanger. So the only not problem, I guess, but the only thing that, like, bothered me about that movie was that when he left the hamburger sitting out for like a month or 2 months or whatever, no mold, no, like, it didn't grow any mold on it at all. So that basically means it's just not food, right? Like
No.
the premise of the movie was that
no.
okay.
Okay, go on.
The premise of the movie was that if this is bad for us, so you shouldn't eat 3 meals a day and supersize every single one of them and like eat nothing but fast food. But I think anybody who has 2 brain cells already knows that. Like you don't need to eat 3 meals a day for a month of fast food to prove that it's bad for you. Like that's a stupid way of going about it. But it was impactful when you're leaving out your food, and the natural thing that happens to like anything that's alive or was ever alive, it decays. And when you leave this out, it doesn't decay, no mold, no nothing. It's just there like a fucking statue a year later. That means that it's not food.
Well, it doesn't mean that it's not food. It means that it's coated very heavily with preservatives.
Which, yeah.
That doesn't mean that it's not food. You're saying that if I can't think of a good example to counter though. I'm like carrots. That's all I got is carrots.
Right. Yeah, carrots.
Carrots stay in the ground and they don't rot.
So smart.
Boom.
Boom. Roasted. So maybe you're not understanding what I'm saying. It's not food.
But it is. It's got nutritional value.
What nutritional? What's nutrition? First of all, let's define our terms here.
Oh, fuck.
It's
got calories.
The only thing I know about calories is that episode of The Simpsons where he burns the donut.
All right, moving on.
It's literally all I know about calories.
Americans are overly patriotic.
Yes. Wait, what's overly? How much is overly?
On the 4th of July, you'll encounter an abundance of flags and fireworks in America. However, the nation is vaster and more diverse than you may think, and it holds many perspectives. Some individuals openly display their patriotism, while others prefer a more understated approach.
I would make the argument that other countries are much more patriotic than America.
No. How many countries make their youth pledge their life to their flag from the start of school?
I don't know. A lot?
No, I think there's like 2 other countries that force their kids to do a Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay. So you think the Pledge of Allegiance is the only like measure of patriotism?
I think it is a good indicator of where the patriotism comes from. It's forced into your fucking head. Before they're even telling you to cross-dress, they're telling you to put your hand over your heart and cry at the flag or whatever.
Cry at the flag. So I don't know that I believe that, because I like cried at the flag when I was a kid or whatever you said. But it was just like the teacher said, put your name at the top of your paper. Okay, now we're going to do the pledge. It was literally in one ear and out the other. It didn't like have any kind of impact on any aspect of my life. It was just something that you did when you went to school. I think most people just put that out completely out of their head, right?
No.
Really?
No, it's part of the what's that called?
4 R's. Wait, 3 R's.
Grooming. It's part of grooming.
Oh.
No, I mean, so you're getting the kids to get used to doing something.
Yes.
Okay. So now when you're at let's say you go to the local minor league baseball diamond field.
Yes.
And you're there for a game and everybody stands up for the national anthem.
Yeah.
You're going to stand up as well.
Yeah.
Why?
Because everybody's looking at you. I don't want to be the only one that's not standing up.
Right. And why is the person next to you standing up?
Because they don't want to be the only one not standing up.
Because from a very young age, they were told, if you don't do this, you are an outcast.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And this being the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right. But they did this study where like it wasn't a study. I think it was like a prank show. They did this prank show where shut up.
Stick with study.
Shut up and listen. They did this prank show where like somebody was standing backwards in an elevator, and then like everybody that got on, like every other person,
call that a study.
They're studying something. They would face backwards, and the people that would get on the elevator, and they like, it was like a long elevator ride, and they was like, the new people that would get on would like be confused at first, but after a few seconds, they would turn around and face the other way, the back of the elevator, because they didn't want to be the only one facing the other way. It's not about patriotism or having something drilled in your head. It's about not wanting to be looked at as an outcast. And if everybody is doing anything, you're more likely to join in on that, not because you put your hand on your heart in third grade or whatever. I don't even know what I'm arguing. I don't even know the point I'm trying to make.
I was just going to let you keep going.
There was a study or a prank show about an elevator. That's all I got.
It was the study was performed by Professor Kucher.
Kucher.
Americans are ignorant of other cultures.
Uh-huh.
We agree?
I mean, yes. But for a good reason.
Okay, so that's not a myth. That's a fact.
I think so, yeah. Isn't it?
My opinion is yes. Yeah, we are stupid motherfuckers.
But it's a good thing though.
No, it's not a good thing, you idiot.
Yes, it is. If your culture is the best culture and you don't have time for other cultures, clouding up your brain, you got to keep all that shit out.
We've had this argument before. You can't say that our culture is the best culture if you are only familiar with one culture.
But everybody does that.
No, and that's the point of this. Is it time for you guys to pack up the car yet?
You don't think that every other country thinks their culture is the best culture?
I think that if you talk to Kaya or you talk to Fathy or you talk to Dave, anybody that we communicate with regularly that are from other countries know about our culture.
Yes.
And we ask them things like, do you guys use money? How do you talk to each other?
And you can't put two and two together to find out why. It's because our culture is the best. Our major export to the world is literally culture. Other countries export oil and fucking grains and all that horse shit. We export culture.
I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say. I'm almost positive.
Why? You don't think we export culture?
What does it add to our GPS?
I don't know how to answer that question. So if it doesn't add to the GPS, then it's not an export?
Right.
Sanctions? Does that help?
Okay, our largest export is culture.
Yeah. Can you name any bands from any other country? Well, like huge bands from any other country. Okay, name five bands that are huge.
The Monkees.
The Monkees.
Rolling Stones.
Most music comes from America. Movies come from America. Right? So you're disagreeing that most of the big music doesn't come from America?
I would say most of the big music that you are familiar with in America comes from America, but not all.
Right. Big bands.
But just because it's big to you in America, does not have any correlation to if it's big in another country. Do you think people in fucking England have any idea who Eminem is?
It's like you're making an argument and then making my argument too.
No, it's because you're being so silly that I'm trying to add a Leviticus. That's not right.
Leviticus. What's silly about it? Do you not think that other countries imitate our culture? It's like the 80s hit Canada right around 1997. That's a fucking cultural export.
We exported the 80s to,
yes, yes, we did.
I just don't feel like you have a good grasp on what happens outside of your state's border, much less your country's border.
Or my street border. You're right about that, but America's still the best. And that's undisputed.
I think it's disputed every day. What do you think makes it the best?
I don't know.
That's what I was taught in grade school when I put my hand on the flag.
I really don't know. I can't put it into words why it's the best, but if it wasn't the best, then why are our movies the standard?
They're not.
It's not like they're not.
No. You think our movies are the standard around the world?
Yes, absolutely I do.
Where would you get that information?
The internet. I just made it up.
Moviepoopshoot.com.
Yeah, see? You don't think that Hollywood has a worldwide impact?
I didn't say that. But so does Dollywood.
You think Dollywood has the same worldwide impact as Hollywood?
I think Dollywood has as big of an impact that's the raping place, right?
Yes.
In the raping place as Hollywood does here. And I'm not saying they're equal, but you're saying that the entire world bases their movies around what we are doing. And I don't think that's the case. Do they even have the Matrix in Mexico? I don't think so.
Yes, they do.
They have a Mexican Matrix?
No, they have an American Matrix. They just watched the American one. It's our movies. It's not like they're remaking Hollywood. I'm sorry. Mexico doesn't have like a movie production, like they're not making huge movies, not like the way Hollywood does.
Okay, just because Hollywood spends more money than Mexico would doesn't mean that the Mexicans don't like Mexico would movies.
I didn't say they don't like them. I'm saying the standard is American movies from Hollywood. Like big movies is the standard around the world. Not like the art isn't coming out of everywhere. It's getting exported from America.
It is though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird that you don't understand.
You're just not good at explaining it.
No, I'm not.